Alright, ladies and gentlemen. When I was given the opportunity to do these Playmates figures for the sake of promoting the movie, which again is long out, and I suggest you go watch it in a theater near you, if possible, or on HBO Max or any streaming service. But yeah, when I was given the opportunity to do these figures, I looked at them, I thought they were cool, I personally wanted them myself, and then they go on and reveal this, the giant Mechagodzilla. I saw the 6-inch Mechagodzilla, which I already have and I've already done the video, and I was like, yeah, it looks pretty cool, but he wasn't all too perfect. But then I go on and see the giant 11-inch Mechagodzilla, and that's the figure I really want of all the Playmates figures. And I'm so glad we finally have it right here. Let's open up this kind of squished out package. Again, this was sent to me by Warner Bros. To do for free. So thank you so much for the sponsoring of this video. I will question though, why is the box from Walmart and why is the box kind of squished? And like, how exactly do I open this? Because I don't see any like tape. It looks like the whole thing was just glued together. So I'm this whole time, even before I started recording, I've been just staring at this box and wondering how the hell am I gonna open this thing? This box is just too busted up and I'm just gonna throw it away out. You guys never saw me ripping it out. There you go. This is me busting open the lid, and as you can see, there is the top of the Mechagodzilla figure. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a big smile on my face right now. Before I go on and look at the package and stuff, I just want to see what this looks like side by side of the other giant figure. All 3 11-inch Godzilla vs. Kong figures from the from the Playmates line. Alright, taking a look now, our giant Mechagodzilla at its glory. Now, as I just showed you not too long ago, I put the other 2 giant 11-inch figures beside it, so the package is the same size. The figures we have yet to see: the giant Mechagodzilla blockbuster movie, Monsterverse, and then this little wrinkled part here. We got the Toho logo, we got Legendary, got the Playmates thing. See, this is gonna bother me, but whatever. I don't really care that much. It's not too damaged. I will keep the box, but alright. Oh my god, the figure is so good. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me contain my excitement for a second. Okay. We got the Godzilla vs. Kong logo on the top. Oh yes, and then we got the assembly process of the tail. That's a pretty good tail here. I think this quality of this figure is going to be so much better than the 6-inch. Just throwing it out there. And then on the back, giant Mechagodzilla, getting a little bit squished, folded up, but oh well. The movie description right there. And then that is a sick shot of the Mechagodzilla. I think that's what it looks like in the movie. So, if you say spoilers, it's your fault for clicking on this video in the first place. So, yeah. But I'm gonna say this right now. I've seen the movie already at the time of the recording of this video, and that's exactly what he looks like in the movie. Let us take Mechagodzilla here out of the box, and let's see this figure. Finally, I waited so long for him. Let's do it. Alright, we've got our Mecha G here taken out of the box. Now the next step I want to show you, because I haven't done it for the other figures, the 6-inch figures, so I might as well show you this as for the giant figures, is the fact that the tail comes in a separate piece, just like the Godzilla figure. Makes sense. So I'm just going to show you to assemble this. Super easy. Think of it as a big Lego set, Lego piece. Wall socket here, and then the screw is here, and then the screw hole is right here. All you gotta do is slap that bad boy right in, and it should be just like that. So let us do that. Oh, this one is so much easier. Oh, that one was so much easier. The Godzilla one actually took work because it was actually so stiff. Okay, with that being said, let us take a look at Mecha G here. And my excitement is just out of the charts. Like, this was the figure that I've been anticipating the most. This is the one I personally wanted to get the most, and I'm so glad I finally have him sitting in the studio right here. And just overall, the appearance of him, yep, pretty movie accurate. I do think this Mechagodzilla completely tops the 6-inch Mechagodzilla. Which, speaking of which, here he is. This is the 6-inch Mechagodzilla. Like I said, I've done the review for this guy already, but let's put him right there. Let's just see what differs, apart from the size and the price, of course. Definitely, the quality in the material used to create these figures are different. The plastic on the 6-inch is actually much softer than this one. The plastic here is actually like harder plastic compared to this one. You can't really hear a tapping sound. Also, the 6-inch figure doesn't really look, you know, mean and gnarly and an actual villain. It looks really toyish, you know, which makes sense. It's a toy and it's meant for a child to be playing with, but this 11-inch really tops it in terms of the appearance. It's got so much more textures, so much more details. It really looks like an actual figure, a collector's item, and not as toyish as the 6-inch one here. I am not trashing the 6-inch one here, not saying it's terrible, but if you're a collector and you want to collect these figures just for the sake of collecting instead of playing, then obviously you have to do the 11-inch Mechagodzilla here because, well, I'm just saying, like, the appearance of Mechagodzilla just, like, it's not toyish. Point being said, it's not toyish, and obviously it's not, you know, it's more expensive, but think about it, the quality that you're paying for. So of course I had to do it. Here's Mechagodzilla, and then here's Mega Kong, or not Mega, these are the giant ones. Giant Godzilla, Giant Kong. I have to throw them in just to see how big they exactly are. And yeah, it's not accurate. Mecha G is actually supposed to be way bigger than Godzilla, but obviously, as you can see here, that is not the case. Kind of looks like Godzilla and Kong will have no problem double teaming this guy. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, no, it's not movie accurate, but whatever. These are just toys. They're meant to be toys in the end. So there you go. That's the scale. They are all 11 inches, despite Godzilla looking taller. These are all 11 inches tall. So that being said, there you go. That is your scale comparison of the other 11-inch figures. One more little comparison. Here is the giant MG beside the Skullcrawler and the Warbat. Enough comparison. Let's now look at the figure itself. So, as I've just said, quality of the material, very nice. You know what this reminds me of? Those old Transformer toys when I was a little kid. I used to have an Optimus Prime and a Megatron, and the material just feels exactly like that with this Mega G here. It's kind of taking me back to the good old childish days where I played with the Transformer toys that were pretty much the same feeling as I'm getting here when I'm holding this Mecha G. But that's just me personally. I don't know if the same thing hits with anyone else who owns this figure. Dorsal Fins. It is soft plastic, as you can see. As you can also notice, the print is really nice. You got silver going on, and then you got the red in the middle instead. So the contrasting of colors here is really nice. Just feels glossy, and like I said, the material is really soft. So that's really cool. Okay, and then the dorsal fins actually continue throughout towards the tail over here, continuing with the same prints all the way to the end of the tail. So that's really nice. And now I'm looking at the 6-inch. I'm looking at the 6-inch here, and I do notice there is actually a print difference in the dorsal fins. As you can see, the dorsal fins here are completely red. Nothing else, completely red. Whereas the giant one here, you've got the gray. So, and then another paying attention to detail, you can see the massive difference. Honestly, I am a big fan of the dorsal fins here, and they look absolutely stunning. Now, let's talk about other appearances on this thing. Tail, looking nice. The feet, legs, feet, pretty nice. Obviously, it's a robot and a real animal with toes this long would not be able to sustain on its own. So, yep, nice detailing on the textures on this is really nice. Here's the main body, the main torso area, the main torso area, if you will. Got some small prints. Of course, there's no battle damage, obviously. Arms, really nice. Some people don't like the pincer arms, the pincer hands this Mecha G has, because again, looks like a transformer, but I dig it. You know what would be even cooler though in the movie? If these shot out as grapplers, and he can shoot this out as a grappler and hook onto like Godzilla or something. That would be so much cooler instead of just, you know, using just simple pincers. Well, I'm just gonna say this now. This guy does have pulsation on his hands. That's what I'm gonna say. So there is that. And then of course the head looks way more mean, looks way more movie accurate, obviously. And like I said, with the 6-inch, it doesn't look toyish whatsoever. So there he is. Of course, does this not remind you of a Terminator style look? Because that's what it's reminding me. And of course, the textures and this is way more than 6-inch, obviously, because the budget's bigger and the material's better, so they had the ability to make this more detailed. Now, the jaw, what I do wish though is you can move the jaw. That's something the 6-inch can do. The mouth just stays like this. It just stays in one place. You can't move it. It'd be really cool if we can move the mouth and shoot the red laser beam it has. That would have been awesome. But unfortunately, even the entire head cannot be moved. It's just stuck in place like this. And that's a little bit unfortunate. Would have liked to see more articulation on the head for sure. Looking in the mouth, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like there's like a tread going on. Like a tire thing. Yeah, it's a tread. Interesting. Again, a cool attention to detail. Don't really remember seeing in the movie, but yeah, there you go. There's something in its mouth. Oh yeah, and the little missile, yeah, these are missile launchers. Just by looking at it, you can tell these are missile launchers. Missile launcher here, missile launcher right here, and these are some shoulder pads which cannot be moved, so that limits articulation as well. So keep that in place, don't force it, because they'll break the figure for sure, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, so with that being said, let's look at the articulation. So of course, as I've said, there's no articulation on the head whatsoever. The arms have articulation, but they're limited to just doing this. You cannot fan them out like you can do with the 6-inch figure. The elbows cannot be moved as well, so you're only limited to moving the entire arm as a whole, like that. Of course, the pincer hands can be moved as well. You can open and shut them, so here they are closed. Here they are fully opened, if he's like really arm wrestling Kong or something. And these can be rotated 360 degrees, so that is nice. So there's articulation in the hands. It's just unfortunately the same, it doesn't happen for the entire arm as a whole. So there's that. So that's the articulation for the arms. And then for the legs, this can be moved all the way down. Yes, the pad is part of the legs, not part of the torso. So you can move pretty much all the way if you wanted to, but that's as far as you can go. So there's that. So you can kind of course, get this in its running position. So you can move the arms back, so you make it look like it's running straight at Godzilla or something. So there's that. I'm trying to stand it back up. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, there's that. And then the feet, the ankles can sort of move. Can sort of move like this, as you can see. It's not too much of a difference, but it is noticeable. You can actually do that. And then of course the final point of articulation is the tail. The tail here is nice because it has 2 points of articulation. First part is being right here, the main attachment point here, and then the second being this point here. So there's 2 points of articulation. That's really nice. Oh yeah, let's not mention the little dagger at the end of the tail. Really, really, really nice. Not gonna say what it does in the movie, but it's just I'm just saying it's a very versatile weapon for sure. So posing wise, there's a lot of different postures you can put this guy in. Then look at this. The articulation is so good on this. So good. That is really, really nice. And I think despite the lack of articulation in the arms and the head, the tail certainly makes up for it. And I think a kid playing with this will definitely, if not will, most likely have fun playing with this guy. But like I've said with the other two 11-inch figures, I think this will be better as a collector's item to be sitting on the shelves instead of being an actual, toy to be played with. So, overall, what do I think of Giant Mecha G here? Really nice. I completely dig the figure. Despite the lack of articulations, it still looks awesome. And of course, also I've just noticed the screw holes. You don't really notice the screw holes on this guy. I mean, given that he's a robot and his color scheme kind of blends it in well. So, props. You actually don't really see the screw holes. They are there, but they're not noticeable. That's good. So that's good. So yeah, good quality figure. Really happy with this. I would take this over the 6-inch for sure. Just because of the overall quality of this figure. And Mecha G, really glad they brought into the Monsterverse. And this design of it really looks cool. Of course, it gives me Transformer vibes, but I seriously dig this design. I know some people weren't too fond of it because it looks nothing like the original Mechagodzillas, but you know what? This is more modern. This is a more modern approach to a classic monster villain. So, and it looks way more scarier and deadlier. So I completely dig this. This is cool. My final score for this would be a 9 out of 10. I absolutely love it. Just the points of articulation that are off kind of disappointed me in the overall figure. Hopefully in the future we'll get a mega 13-inch Mechagodzilla with light and sound. Would love to get my hands on a Mechagodzilla that can roar, shoot the laser or something, and I'm just imagining what that's like, and I can't wait. Hopefully they do that though. But good job, Playmates. You've done this figure justice. Really good job. I'm very happy of it. Satisfied. So I hope you guys are as satisfied as I am after watching this video. That's it for this one then. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see my other Godzilla vs. Kong Playmates reviews, they are all throughout my channel, so be sure to check them out. And thank you for watching, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. That is it for this one. Thank you, and bye for now.